geçmek gibi. Good morning everyone, and very warm welcome to another episode of Microsoft Flights in 2024. So today we are back at Flesland Airport in Bergen. A bit of a snowy airport, no actual snow currently, but there's a little bit of snow on the ground and the runway is completely wet. So we're just getting fuel on board and passengers are just being boarded. Apologies about the jetway, I'm not sure what's happened. I think it's because there's no GSX profile for this freeway airport. So let's jump into the cockpit. Let's take you through the operational flight plan for today's flights. We did initially have some ATC, however that seems to have disappeared. So we've got 230 passengers on board, which are being boarded fairly rapidly. Fuel's currently being loaded as we speak, and then we've just got to wait for our cargo. So let's jump over, show you the operational flight plan, and then we'll go from there. So we're in the 321 again. Cost index of 21, flight level 340 today. Current temperature outside is -1 degree, so we're going to require anti-icing prior to our departure. We're expecting runway 17 for departure, EPOT 3 Charlie Sid, and then we're expecting runway 24 over at Edinburgh with the Perth 1 Golf arrival. So trip fuel required today, 7.5 tonnes of fuel, and the weather over in Edinburgh. Wind is 208 knots, scattered, with a good chance of showers and rain within the next 30 minutes as well. Our alternate today is going to be Aldergrove, which is not ideal. Hopefully we won't need to go there. In fairness, the weather there's worse than Edinburgh, so we should be okay. Weather here over at Flesland, like I say, it's 1 degree Celsius and dew point at -4, QH 1005, which we all got set. And the wind is currently 130 at 13 knots, so fairly calm, and that should make for a nice scenic departure as well. So our routine today, pretty much we're going to fly straight ahead and then make an initial right turn back toward the northern side, and then we'll be heading off straight over the top of the English Channel, and or the North Sea, should I say, English Channel, North Sea. Come over at sort of the area of Aberdeen, and then track further down overhead Edinburgh and into Edinburgh runway 24. So we're pretty much ready to go. Like I said, we're just waiting for fuel to be on board, and then we'll go from there. Morning Dylan, hope you're well mate. Yes, this is the Airbus A321. And it's yes, the Fenix A321. Yes, Finn, we are flying over to Edinburgh today, and Leonardo, welcome mate. Did see your video last night actually. As you can see, the jetway is not quite aligned itself up this morning.
Scandinavian 220
so I'll take my speeds for today.
Holding point Alpha 2, taking off from runway 17.
156 and 159. So there's a flat at 1 departure and up 0.7 for a trim. Shame we've lost a bit of ATC, but that's how it goes sometimes, isn't it? So we're pretty much all ready to go. It's just a case of waiting for passengers and cargo and everything. Not sure what's going on here this morning. Don't seem to have passengers loading again, but there we go.
Nearly there, just a few steps. On the right.
Apologies about the stream yesterday. It was meant to have done a stream, the same stream yesterday, but unfortunately I'm not sure quite what happened. Well, not yesterday, sorry, it was Friday, but it wouldn't, something was going wrong with Streamlabs and it wouldn't do anything, so anyone wanting to get the scenery, it is a freeware scenery and it's from FlightSim, so it's free to download. The only thing I'm not sure on is GSX profiles. They clearly don't work. Whether there are GSX profiles available, there may be. Scandinavian's just departed. So it's a fairly short taxi out from Flesland. It's pretty much the same runway that we, well, it's the opposite runway to what we landed on the other night.
Yes, straight ahead, welcome.
So that is fuel on board, so we can have the seatbelts on as well.
Yes, you're in the right place. That fits under the seat.
Like I say, I'm not sure what's going on with passengers. Chances are it could be that GSX is outdated. Seems to be the story of my life at the moment. So I think what we'll do first, we'll get the AP on and started. AP bleed.
On your right. Yes, that's correct. Please come in.
Cheers for the follow, buddy. So guys, if you're not already subscribed, head over to YouTube and check out on YouTube. You can see a lot better quality than TikTok, in fairness. Valentine, so it's not a desk, it's the Flight Seat Pro, Flight Stand Pro from Next Level Racing, buddy. Used to have a desk, but not anymore. But you can customise the height of it anyway, so it's pointless to be telling you how tall it is because it varies depending on what you set. How do I mount the MCDU? So the MCDU is a bit of an interesting one. So basically what happened was the AGP panel that you see here, my first one was faulty. It had a fault with it, so it got a replacement. However, they didn't want the metal bars back. Well, they didn't want any of it back in fairness. So the metal bars I managed to actually keep. And then when the replacement came, I had 2 spare metal bars. So basically the tracks that attach to this are underneath the MCDU. And they're mounted onto that basically. And then the bars are obviously mounted to the actual setup. But it can be a little bit fiddly. In fairness, there's a couple. The way I had it before was just some adhesive strips, so you know, like the I'm trying to think what they're called now. The command strips. They work a treat. In fairness, can you have work on other Airbus aircraft like the A330, A350? I guess it can do to a point. It depends if it's optimised with wing control. In fairness, we don't ever fly the 350 or the 330, so I can't say for 100%, but chances are they probably will. And how are we getting on with the rudders? Not too bad. I'm a little bit rusty still, a little bit rusty. I find what happens on landing is the braking options, to be fair, so it's come off external power. So cockpit prep, gear pins, covers, remove. Fuel quantity is let's have a look around here. So fuel quantity 7.5 tons, and that is balanced. We'll get rid of the centre tanks; they can come off. Seatbelt on, ideas are hopefully set to nav, so we can confirm that with the data option on here. IRS monitor 1, 2 and 3 in nav alignment. And BARF 1005, so to go there. It can be a little bit tricky getting views. I agree with you there. It does vary, like TikTok does increase the amount, mate, if you that does make a bigger difference. It varies, to be fair. Because sometimes we can have up to like 10 people on the stream. It's just probably more of a good day. I don't have that many subscribers, so that'll probably be why. Right, I think we're just waiting for the bags. Yeah, we're just waiting for the bags to go on. Once they're on, we can get ourselves going. Also, we are going to require not refueling, de-icing. I think that is an option. So we just request de-icing, so hopefully that will come in a moment.
Yes, keep going.
We may get it prior to pushback anyway, so. Oh, here they both come. Trying to get into long haul Airbus flights, so not sure what plane to use.
That works perfectly.
Well, 350 is probably your best bet for that sort of flight. In fairness, or the 380.
Seat B, just down the aisle.
Oh, an Xbox. I'm not very good with Xbox, to be fair. Can't give you many suggestions. Looks very pretty out today, though.
You're welcome.
They've got one more trolley to bags to go on. So we'll stand by for the treatment in a moment.
We begin treatment now and observe fluid type 1, concentration at 50%. I will call you back when ready.
Yes, you're in the right place. That fits under the seat. Welcome, please. That works perfectly.
Not seen much of the de-icing in fairness.
Come on in. That'll be fine. Hello, welcome. That row is a bit further. They're good to go.
Yeah, they are a lot further apart, to be fair, Leonardo, mate.
Window side. You're welcome.
I don't know why yours doesn't look like that. It should look like that.
Seat C, aisle C.
Yeah, the pedals are a little bit further apart, so it takes a little bit of getting used to be fair.
Hello there. Yes, that's correct. Please come in. Seat B. Hello there. That's right. Straight ahead. Welcome.
Sounds like that's done.
The icing and anti-icing completed, and the icing code is fluid type 1, concentration at 50%. I am disconnecting. Good day.
Last bag's just going on now.
Chemical boarding completed.
Boarding is complete. So, before start, parking brake is set, take a sweep and thrust.
Hello, Captain.
141156159, thrust 43. Windows closed, beacon can come on. Personally, I don't think the 350 is worth its money, but that's after flying the Phoenix, so. It might be because the GPU is already disconnected. Going out of it. Anyway, how do mate? It's a lot better over on YouTube, I would say. Personally, but this is the you get a better view.
Looking gear.
So we're ready for push, and we can't start our engines until pushback's complete because of the weather.
Release parking brakes, please.
Please on traffic, channel X970, pushing back stand 2-4, facing a north onto Whiskey. Brakes release, clear to push.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
Wonderful.
On doors, cross check and report, please.
Hello.
So I think we're the only one here at Flesland at the moment.
On the right. One more row.
Good morning, Lee. How we doing, mate? Are you well? Cheers for joining us.
That's the last row.
We finally got a stream working at last.
Straight on ahead. Hello. Hello there. Yes? Please step inside. Almost, yes?
Please set parking brakes.
Brake sets. Engine started on 1.
You're all set. Welcome on board. Almost.
Welcome on board, ladies
Welcome
and
aboard,
gentlemen, and
please.
thank you for flying with Jet2.com and Jet2 We're nearly ready to take off, but before we go, you'll need to make sure all mobile phones,
Unlocking gear.
devices are in flight
Yeah, it's chucking it down here, mate, as well.
safely with your hand luggage. This is because you are not allowed through in the takeoff. With the seatbelt kindly switched on, you can use staying right here as long as you can
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
if your device becomes damaged or not.
Left is clear. Right is
Blast
clear.
door falls into the seat of the aircraft. Tell it
Engine 1 available, starting 2.
smoking and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted on board today. For your safety, please follow instructions. Please now make sure that any hand luggage is safely put away and your seatbelt is fastened ahead protected. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to tell you about our friendly on-board together policy. We've created it to protect you and our cabin crew from any unfortunate antisocial behaviour. That way we can make sure everyone has a great time. As a part of this, please remember that you can only drink alcohol that is served by our cabin crew. If you have brought alcohol in the terminal, you will not drink this on board. We want all our customers to enjoy being on board together.
So then engine 2 is available. After start, anti-ice engine and wing anti-ice is on. Ecam status checked. Pitch trim 0.7 up. Rudder trim is neutral. Flight controls full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Taxi lights. Please don't traffic. Channel 97 Juliet taxi into runway 17 Honda Yankee 1 via Whiskey Foxtrot and Yankee.
Take us for the punch.
Hello, it's Cameron at door 1 left. Cabin secure for takeoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, stay seated until the seatbelt signs have been turned off, and please buckle up when you're in your seat.
Be careful when opening overhead lockers, as things might have moved around. Don't forget, smoking and vaping are not allowed in any part of the plane, including the toilets.
Our cabin crew are currently preparing our famously-friendly in-flight service. Take a good duck tasting menu. We've got rid of the rubber, so see what takes your fancy, and we'll be with you soon.
Any better? Hopefully you can hear me now. Is that any better?
Ist ruhig?
really know why you can't hear me. I'm not sure. Can you hear me now? Is that okay now or not? I'll try again, see if that works. Ah, cool stuff. I have no idea what just happened there. Something to do with the filters, I think. So I've just had to disable the filters, so if the audio quality sounds a little bit rubbish, that's why. So we're way over 10,000 feet, strobes to that's off. Yeah, I'm not too sure why you couldn't hear me really, a bit odd. Oh no, I definitely did do the takeoff calls. Definitely did the takeoff calls, mate. It's obviously just stopped working. I did get a message saying something about high CPU usage, so I wonder, and it may get rid of a channel, so maybe it's got rid of the audio channel, which is not ideal, but there we go. Yeah, I've had to remove one of the filters. Hopefully that'll be a bit better. And here comes the rain. We have terrain on that side as well. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's been some strange things going on with Streamlabs at the minute, and I don't know quite what's been going on, to be fair. Things working, some things not working. Bit of a strange one. Oh dear, that's not good. Have you done the latest firmware update for it, Lee? Mine's been okay as far as I know. In fairness, I've not updated to Mac Pro, so in ages. It is very miserable here today, that's one thing I can tell you. So flight time, we didn't really discuss flight time, we should be on about 11:54, so a little bit further than was the last time, I think. So we maybe have to get a couple of cheeky 240 miles till we're overhead in Venice, but a little bit bumpy today though. That's good, as long as everything else is working, that's fine. You don't need to hear me. It's all good. Yeah, you never know, might see some snow in Scotland. In fairness, when I first launched the sim, it was snowing in sim, but Flesland, but it seemed to have stopped. No idea if we have any ATC in Edinburgh. That's one thing we can have a quick look at. not at the moment. But, oh no, there is. So we've got a tower on at the moment, so it might be worth getting an ATIS. Unfortunately, I don't have such a quirky setup as Lee does with his new printer. My printer that I had is not very good. Oh, hang on. I don't know what weather I'm requesting. I'm requesting Gatwick here. Ignore the first ATIS. So, Edinburgh information is Echo transition level 80. 230 out of 10. Temperature is 7 degrees. Oh, I doubt it's going to be snow then, it's probably a bit warm for snow. 992. No, it doesn't sound like there's going to be snow at Edinburgh. I don't know why it's flying itself about a bit today. Oh, nice one, Vin. Cool stuff, yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, I must admit, I used to enjoy my A-Cars printer. It would be something I would, if I could get it working again, I would, but it just doesn't work. I have no idea why. So those of you wondering why the seatbelt sounds so slow, it's because of the, it's a little bit bumpy. Well, I say a little bit bumpy, very bumpy. Yeah, I'm not sure how. Sure. Hopefully everyone can still hear me okay. I've just been fiddling with some of the settings. So. In fairness, I've not updated my graphics drive in a little while, so... oh, you mean with the... Oh, sorry, you mean with the A-Class printer, don't you? No, I haven't, to be fair, but it was such an old software, I doubt there'll be a new version of it. Yeah, they are fairly cheap to be fair, not very expensive. Even mine was only like £10–15, not very good. This is Flesland 2024 again. I'm hoping in a minute the weather's going to be a bit better. It looks like there's pretty much turbulence the entire sort of route, really, or point. UK weather's not looking fantastic though. So we're half an hour post start up in about short 20 minutes. So just going to increase our speed a touch, see if that smooths things out a little bit. Probably a bit more stable in a minute. There's sometimes where my system sort of struggles a little bit because GPU, RAM, and also a mixture of CPU as well. It's not a bad CPU. We've got the Ryzen 7 3800X3D, but obviously there's newer versions now, which you can get the 9800X3D, which is a little bit better. Right, I think we might be a little bit more stable, he says. I don't know if we actually have passengers again. No passengers. Hey, Jack, how are you doing, mate? Watch that, how are you doing? These are your videos somewhere. Just for the light, mate. Yeah, so apologies there's not done many videos this last week. It's been a bit of a mixture of being at work and then the sim faded on me. Like I said, I was going to do one on Friday, yeah, Friday afternoon, but unfortunately, are they? Okay, we can sort that. We've had a few issues with the volume body, so bear with me a minute and I will get that changed for you. Is that a little bit better for you? Hopefully that's a little bit better. Might be a little better. It's a bit of a balancing act with sounds, to be fair, whether to get the mic working properly. In fairness, we've just had some issues with the mic, so that could be why. So I've had to reset everything. Hope that's a little bit better for you all. Yeah, for some reason it decided to stop playing any audio from my mic whilst I was on our departure, which is a little bit annoying. Certainly some of your videos watched that, to be fair. Some pretty cool landings. We may consider doing another flight later tonight. It all depends on what time they're getting up to. There's probably not going to be any, well, there may be some tomorrow evening time, but probably not in the daytime. Oh, nice one. You can make me a livery if you want. It's something that I have considered, but I don't have the time at the minute. That's the problem. That's the problem with everything at the minute. I just do not have the time. I struggle to fit the streams in, let alone anything else. I was having a look yesterday at some different video editing options as well, potentially. Mostly, you know that I absolutely hate doing video editing. It's one of the things that I hate doing. I just enjoy shooting it, but we'll see how that turns out. But we have got a few more ideas in store. So the overhead panel is from Java Simulator. They're not a massively well-known company, to be fair. They're based over in Thailand. It's not the cheapest panel in the world, don't get me wrong. I think the time you added like the shipping and the import duty is like 600 quid. They're not the cheapest out there, but it's really good. Can't fault it really. A lot of people are waiting for the wing overhead, which may happen with us as well. It's something that we are actually considering, as whether we wait for that. We may do, we may not. It's just be a case of seeing how much it is and whether it provides the benefit that we need. But no, it's pretty good. can't really complain. The only thing that annoys me with them is these switches, is the fact you can turn the, I wish these were rigid switches, they're not. It drives me mad. And also, yeah, all of our products are pretty much winging. I've literally just received the new rudder pedals as well, which you guys won't be able to see from here, I wouldn't think. Well, you might be able to just see it, but I'll move my leg out of the way. Yeah, we just received the new rudder pedals a couple of weeks ago, so we're still getting used to them. I'm not very, they're a lot better though, they're really, really accurate. Yeah, when it comes out, Lee, very true, mate. I don't think it'll be this year, personally. It might do. It might be. I think if it is, it'll be the tail end of this year, going towards Christmas. At least the weather's a little bit better now. So flight time today, so basically an hour, got another hour flight, so it's about an hour and 25 today. A little bit, got quite a big headwind. I think it's like a 25 knot headwind or something stupid. Well, at the minute we've got a 43 knot headwind. Or is this going to take us a little bit longer to get here? Yeah, I think we'll get. I think the next lot of things to come out will be the radio panels and the tiller. I think will be the new thing. I think when the radio panels come out, I think the audio control panel will come out at the same time. But then there'll be like the weather radar and the TCAS. Like I say, we're hoping to maybe get them from Java Simulator. I've not heard anything from them for a good few weeks. I've been asking about allegedly there's a new software update coming out for the overhead. I was asking about that, but I've not really heard much back about it. So is the overhead, not really heard much about that either, really. But I'm sure it will happen. The question is with all these panels is where you're going to put them. Well, that's what I keep telling myself anyway, is where I'm going to put them up. I do think probably in the near future we are going to be needing to remove this complete side and move into a pedestal. One question I've got for you, Lee, is how are you getting on with your new screens as well? They're alright now, you've got them all calibrated and stuff. I'm kind of hoping also they bring out the new module for the Neo as well, because the Neos have a slightly different radio panel, and it's a lot smaller, so it integrates everything all in one. I can't even remember what it's called, but I think it's called DRAMs or something, isn't it? Digital Radio. Certainly a nice day out today though. It's really good to see the PFD and yeah, I bet it's quite nice, but I do bet it's quite nice. I had considered it, but it's where I put it is the problem, Lee. That's the issue I've got, and to be honest, I don't have, because the screens I'm quite close to the screens, I don't really have that issue. So for you guys probably watching, it's probably worse than actually me and Sim. it's quite easy to follow, because generally speaking we're normally in this sort of view for London, somewhere around there usually. Oh, excuse me, I keep yawning today. So guys, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask and we'll try and answer them the best we can. So we still have Edinburgh Tower online. It's a shame we've not got radar online, that would be nice. Because London's online. It's always the way, wherever I seem to fly, the opposite areas seem to be on. So one thing we can do is start having a look at our descent. Have a look at the charts for arrival into Edinburgh. So it's the Perth 1 Gulf arrival. We're going to be entering from this waypoint here. This is what I don't like about. Yeah, we'll be entering from this waypoint here. Coming all the way down to Grice. Speed restriction at 250 knots, flight level 70 at Citra. And then I presume the next route in would be from the Taller transition. So my logical step would be that we're going to be flying out to Taller. So from here, so we're expecting runway 24. We're from Stirrad down to Taller, and then into. We're basically flying a bit of a loop around Edinburgh, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, that's fine, approximately. It's one of the things with it. You can't always get a decent landing always. You see it on the streams, we don't always have a perfect landing. Sometimes it goes disastrously, sometimes it goes alright. Just how it goes. It's just time and exposure, really. I used to struggle taking off on the centre line, but I must admit with these new rudders it does make it a lot easier. I feel like the adjustments are quite small. They're not as sensitive as probably the previous ones we had. And I think that's because the range of travel is bigger. I think that's making a difference. So we're nearly at our halfway point. Aberdeen is the next sort of waypoint to land. That's about 120 miles away. If you wanted to be cheeky, we could do like a direct Perth or something, but to be honest, I don't think it would have like a huge, it's not a massive impact really. No, it isn't easily, is it, mate? It isn't easy. And it does get frustrating, like I remember many landings where it used to frustrate the hell out of me, but the thing you'll notice now sometimes, if I don't get the approach quite right, we'll try and just make the best of a bad situation really. As long as it's sort of within the touchdown markings, it's alright. We do always try for in the touchdown box, but it doesn't always happen. Yeah, and that's the problem. It's all about timing. That's what it's all about. It's all this sort of stuff. It's all about the timing of everything. So yeah, FSI panel is pretty good. I've been using it a little bit lately, to be fair. Probably not as much as I should be doing for the price of it, but I do quite often use it. Sometimes use it as well in some of the videos, so if we really fluff the landing up, I'll go and redo it the next day. Sometimes that work as well. Yeah, sometimes it varies, like we do it in the stream. Sometimes we'll flare a little bit early, sometimes we'll flare a bit late. If you flare too late, it's a really hard landing. Flare too early, and you end up floating. It's just getting it just right. I watched a good video the other day. I'm trying to think who it was by, but they were talking about, you see, as you're over the threshold, you should be roughly at about 50 feet. Apparently the PAPI lights aren't actually quite right for flight sim. Particularly in like add-on aircraft, they're not always the most accurate. And they quite often leave you in a too high position. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, Lee, mate. Not a bad idea at all. I think I would use it more if I had a little bit more time. Which hopefully I will have a little bit more time in the next few months. Well, after this next couple of months, we should have a lot more time. Oh, excuse me, sneezing again. Yeah, it's very true. Very true, Luke. You can certainly do that. Sometimes you'll notice that you'll hear it saying retard loads on our streams. Because sometimes I think if I don't feel like we're going the right way, sometimes it's good to keep the power on a little bit. And it just gives you that little bit of extra support to get down. And sometimes if you cut them too early, it makes for one, a hard landing, and two, a bit of a floaty landing as well. I do love this livery though. I don't know why everyone else thinks of the Jet2 liveries. Like, some people prefer the silver, but I quite like this, the white. Most of the new aircraft that Jet2 have got, they're all in the grey rather than in the white. And in fairness, the new Jet2 aircraft has different door configuration as well. The Neo has different door configuration. So that should be on top of the descent point anyway. See if there's any restrictions. $13,500 for Perth. Yeah, I think sometimes as well, because of flight sim, you don't always get the same perspective as you do in real life. You don't get the same feelings. It's probably the best way, because obviously you feel a lot of it. Than an actual aircraft, to be fair. One thing that always amazed me about, so I did a couple of PPL sessions a few years ago, and one thing that always amazed me is how sensitive the flight controls are in them. They're like ultra sensitive. No, exactly, Lee, exactly. The perspective definitely is not the same. 100% is not the same. I'm guessing you can all hear me okay still, that's all. So our plans are going to be to do an edited version of this flight. Well, that's my hope. So we are going to have an aircraft that's going dead at us in a minute. I'll have a quick look to see what flight level they're at. Literally flying towards each other. That's interesting. So we need to keep an eye out for an aircraft that's in front of us. It's showing at 34,675 feet. And we are also at flight level 340 as well. But we'll keep an eye on it because he seems to be climbing still a little bit, so hopefully he still is climbing. Got him on the radar. He's showing us 3,000 feet above us. Oh, here it's 3,000, not 300. Could be a bit of TCAS training here. Back inside. EasyJet plane that does. So we've got about 60 miles till we start our descent. Like I say, there's a bit of a looping round Edinburgh. Head to feed. How do I join a virtual airlines? What? Yeah, well, there's loads of different virtual airlines. They all use different software. So my choice would be is choose one. We're not part of a virtual airline, in fairness. I have been in the past. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, join one, see what app they use. Normally there's really good instructions about what you need, what software you need in the background. And yes, Lee, I thought that myself there's going to be a TCAS alert incoming, but all good. Because on the Navigraph it was showing at the same altitude, pretty much, apart from a couple of 100 feet difference. It's really good controls level. Nice and softly. That comes with time though, Leonardo, mate. Comes with time, buddy. It's very unlikely you'll get an emergency on here, though I do have random failures set. They're very, very frequent. It's set to realistic, so quite infrequent, really. He says now this is what will happen now. So we've not had one for a while, and then all of a sudden we'll get one. So what we're going to dial in is 70, but we're going to go manage 70. 40 miles. I'd say it doesn't take a huge amount of time really to get where we need to go. So we're just coming overhead Aberdeen. You can see just in front of the nose here, look. Be able to go around straight over the top of the airfield. It is pretty cool. The problem is I always find I never really get to enjoy it too much because you're busy picking everything else up. I'm talking to go around, so we probably should have a look at the missed approach procedure. So in case of a missed approach, climb straight ahead 3,000 feet then as directed, so fairly straightforward. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, yeah, if you get an engine fail or something like that, that is hard work. Even for someone like me that's been in the sim for years, trying to do a single engine landing is not, it's not too difficult. It is difficult, but it's just you're constantly correcting for everything. That's the problem. I would focus on getting your just normal landings sorted first before you start worried about that. If that happens in VATSIM though, disconnect. Right, one thing we can do though is we can dial in the tower frequency 118705. That's all already around to go. A few aircraft on the ground aren't on the ground, not many though. About 5 on the ground at the moment. The reason why we selected 70, Blackpool 70 is just because, well, because we can. Yeah, YouTube certainly, I learn loads from YouTube, absolutely loads. Like sim and everyday life. Bit of Aberdeen. Yeah, we're hold over. Yeah, that's it. They're really good, aren't they, Louis? The Fenix. I think the Fenix is better than FS Labs in fairness. I don't know. I think FS Labs does have its pluses over Fenix, but I don't know. It's certainly better than the default. That's for. A lot of people get upset when you call it a game, though. Go back to manage speed for now. Oh yes, it wants us to enter our destination data, so What we'll do first is we'll get just the latest 80s, make sure nothing's changed. So information is now Foxtrot, so it's completely new. So 8,000 feet is the transition. 220 at 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds broken at 1,400. Also broken at 2,500. Temperature is 7 degrees. And QNH 992. So if we head over to the destination page, so set QNH 992, temperature 7 degrees, wind 220, 9, transition level 0. Next thing we need to do is have a good look at our Bergen height, which is 106 on the radio. It's an approach speed of 145 and a landing speed of 140. So we're starting our descent now. Yeah, to be fair, it's pretty amazing, isn't it, how a lot of detail things are. Like, when you compare like 2024 versus FSX, wow, like the difference is crazy, isn't it? Everyone thought 2020 was amazing, but I must admit, 2024 is not. I don't think there's a huge difference between 2020 and 2024 until the last few months, probably the last 2 or 3 months, and then it seems to have come on a lot better. Certain things like night lighting, weather, clouds, stuff like that. It's all pretty cool. I absolutely love chase plane, man. One of the best things in the world. So guys, if you're not already subscribed over on YouTube, feel free to give us a like, comment and subscribe. I'm trying to expand the channel as much as possible to as many people as possible. So Tower's got me online, so our initial track is going to be from Sydney, we're going to be going over to Tala, and then we'll be on to the usual approach runway 24. If we had Scottish Control online, chances are they would have given us a heading. Another company message, so we'll get a look at that, see what that's doing. And so it's probably our stand assignment, which it is. So we've been given stand 14 in preliminary, really. Stand 14. We'll have a good look to see where that is in the airport as well. The 14, oh, so it's in the main terminal building. See who the controller is at the number as well. Andrew Brandson. Been that name before, to be fair. Also, have you ever played MS4 on a Windows or a laptop? No, I haven't. I had the original version of Flight Sim back in a 56 sort of time. I used to fly on a laptop. It's not the best, I'm not gonna lie. But then saying that laptops are coming a lot these days, so I'm not sure exactly how to handle it, but my PC struggles sometimes, so I imagine it's a little bit difficult. Right then guys, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to have a quick wee stop just before we get the landing, and then we'll back in a minute. I've just done that. So I thought, okay, right. There will be 18,000 feet. So we're pretty much just getting around the outside of Edinburgh Airport. So we'll have a good look to see what autobrake setting we need to use as well. Chances are probably medium, I guess, but we'll see. So landing weight is estimated to be 74.5. Autobrake medium for landing. 74.3, 75. About right then. You think there'll be snow on the ground? Well, I don't know. The temperature's quite good though, Lee. To be fair, it's like 7 degrees. So you'd think you'd see some snow somewhere though, wouldn't you? It is. We are on live weather though. I'm not sure how accurate it always is, to be fair, but yeah, for Scotland, you'd think there would be a bit more snow, wouldn't you? Wow, to be fair, we had a bit of sleet here today. This morning. Well, no snow, but just a little bit of sleet. What are we? 1 hour and 13 minutes, 1 hour and 2 minutes. So you'll see now we've got the landing lights prepped and ready. Oh, what happened there? Come on. Manually flying for a second. I guess it was some, one of the combinations I pressed on the keyboard somewhere. Come on, you know you want to. So landing lights on. Come on, let me re-engage the autopilot.
Cabin crew in 10 minutes to landing.
Hello, Cameron, door 1 left. Cabin secure for landing.
Thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Why will it not let me do this? Come on. Just do this from time to time. I don't know why, but so there's the field. Pretty much to our left hand side. Come on, you know you want to. Check that's one. There's no failures showing. I don't know why we can't reconnect the autopilot. I'm very confused by that. So, approach checklists. Water brake medium, engine mode selected all. QNH 992. Non seatbelts are on. Oh, is it raining, is it? Oh, that's what we need. So I can't seem to reconnect the autopilot now. I have no idea why. But so we are flying completely manually at the moment. Anyone got any ideas of why it's not working and re-enabling? I have no clue. Press all the usual buttons to clear everything. Got any ideas? So flight director's off and then on. Okay, we'll give it a shot. We'll try both, should we? Oh, they're both on. Not doing too bad though. Keeping it where we need to keep it. Still not working. Might be a manual landing here at this rate, which is not what we planned, but just trying to think of any other buttons of reasons. Just I'm going to press all the buttons, see what happens. There shouldn't be anything in here that's needs clearing. Oh, still nothing. Bit of a strange one. Push the nose down a tad and try. Okay. No. Yes, I know. How bizarre. It'll be alright, we can always do a manual approach. It's not the end of the world. Not ideal, granted. We've got an aircraft close. No, we don't need a TCAS alert as well. I can't even see this other aircraft either. Right, let's just double check the failures options on here. But there's no failures here. So who knows what's going on. Okay, 210 knots. And then I can't have AP1 on. Wonderful. Looks like we're going to be doing a manual. It's not showing in the failures though, Lee. Normally it shows you in the failures menu. But, see how we go. Move over to tower frequency though, one last thing to do, isn't it? So for the ILS I think we need to be at 3,000, is it? Or 2,000? 3,000, so. We like a bit of a challenge, don't we? Hey Nemo, how we doing, mate? Hope you're having a better time than me, but we're struggling a little bit today. Our autopilot is broken. I don't understand why autopilot broken, but there we go. Trying to press the button to see if it resets it. Nope, still not working. Not sure. Oh, let's go manual then. So 3,000 feet. I'm pleased your autopilot name is allowing you to relax. Mine certainly isn't allowing me to relax. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have moved over to tower frequency yet though. Edinburgh traffic, Alex 97 Juliet, inbound Tuller and direct to Tartan for our approach ILS 24. No, I haven't got that. So, try disconnecting the auto throttle and re-engage both. Okay. We'll give it a shot, see how we go. No, I tried that earlier to be fair. Let me try and do this. Nope, not working. Oh well. Right, let's focus on the approach now. We've tried all of our troubleshooting guides and they don't seem to work, so... At least we got auto throttle, that's one bonus I suppose. So let's make a left turn, then we'll start on the track. A visual approach, so we need visual minimums as well. We come. So 600 feet for a visual circuit. Yeah, no idea what's going on with it, mate, but it is what it is. We've tried numerous times to get it to engage, but it's not going to work, so not the end of the world. We can work around it. We just changed our approach minimums to 600. Oh, looks like. Oh, bugger! Looks like we just lost tower. Is no good. Edinburgh traffic channel S970 at base turn 4, runway 24, visual approach. So we're going to plan to vacate at runway 1. Going with the plan. We'll stay auto thrust speed. There's the island. There's Edinburgh off to the left hand side of us. Arthur's seat there on the left. Let's go with the auto, the flight directors, because must be about 1 meter. We said we wanted to do a visual approach soon anyway. There we go. So 3,000 feet. Strong crosswind, 50 knots at the moment. Oh, Scottish Control 1346. Scottish Control Channel 97 Juliet.
Commercial London 430 Heavy, level 340 Mount F-Star.
That's 430 good afternoon, Scottish, roger.
Scottish Channel 97 Juliet.
And then flight level 250. Station calling to say course and landing.
Channel 97 Juliet.
Flight 97 Juliet, Scottish Lake, make a left turn heading 270 degrees, 2 hours to brakes, runway 24.
Left 270 degrees, so clear that last 24. However, it's going to have to be visual because we have no autopilot.
Okay, 97 Juliet, roger, the field is 9 o'clock, range 30 miles, reporting time. UK 85, checking in, flight level 250.
So go down.
AK 85, Scottish, hello, roger.
Scottish Control 1 Runner 220
Do you have super deputy? Runner 63, Echo Bravo, good afternoon, Scottish. First one Golf arrival, but unfortunately not, it doesn't seem to be having a good day today. No problem arrival, confirm the arrival was to yes. Runner 63, Echo Bravo, Agped 1 Echo arrival,
That's full.
Perfect, Agped 1 Echo, Echo arrival. Channel 97 Juliet, just double check the field is at 10 o'clock, range is 12 miles, reported time.
Field inside Channel 97 Juliet.
Okay, 97 Juliet, roger, cleared visual approach, runway 24, your number 1, the QNH Edinburgh is 9992 hectopascal.
Delivery approach, connection on down to Channel 97 Juliet.
Scottish Control today, Skyfan 136, flight level 360, proceeding inbound shaft.
Station calling, say course for them.
The call sign is Sky France, the 126 Victor Alpha Foxtrot.
Black crosswind, it's crazy.
Saipan 136 Scottish, hello, squawk 730.
On the say again the squawk sign, the squawk please.
And squawk is 7303.
7303 coming.
Okay, 97 Juliet, squawk 2047.
2047, channel 900.
EC32 Tango Mike, Scottish.
EC32 Tango Mike, Whiskey.
EC32 Tango Mike, good afternoon, Scottish, squawk 0771, Agped 1 Echo, arrival Edinburgh.
Okay, squawk 0771 and Agped 1 Echo arrival for EC32 Tango Mike.
Scottish, hello, shuttle 17 Echo, passing flight level 70, direct Gussie, shuttle 17 Echo.
Shuttle 17 Echo, good afternoon, Scottish, squawk 6034.
Squawk 6034, 17 Echo, thank you.
Select 907 Juliet, all Edinburgh Tower, frequency 118.7055, Dublin.
Hotel 118.705, channel 900.
Scottish Control on 134 775, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Hello Tower, good afternoon, channel 97 Juliet on the approach, runway 24.
Janex 97 Juliet, confirm it's a visual.
A firm visual, we have no auto pilot and field distance time.
Janex 97 Juliet, clear to land, runway 24, surface wind 220 7 knots.
Clear on 24, channel 97 Juliet. So it's all the autopilot's working now. Oh well. Bit of practice for us. So landing check, the sky around altitude 3000 is set. Eco memo landing no blue. Continue.
Edinburgh Tower, hello, killing 171. Passing 1 Alpha.
Medium,
I have information go. I request I proceed to Edinburgh.
KLM 1712, you'll need to readjust your mic. It's very broken. Can you confirm your aircraft type, please, and your stand number?
Welcome home, everyone. Now that we've landed
Fenix 97 Juliet, welcome to Edinburgh. Continue left onto Alpha, stand 14 on Foxtrot.
Left onto Alpha stand 14 Foxtrot, Fenix 97.
KLM 112, did you copy?
Well, considering all of our problems,
Edinburgh Tower, KLM 112, aircraft type, Boeing 737, stand 1 Alpha, destination Eindhoven, and I have information, golf, and request IFO clearance.
landing radar system is off.
On the Gotham 1 Charlie departure, squawk 5626.
Jet2 Holidays, we can't wait to see you again soon, and we hope you've all had a lovely holiday.
Clear to Eindhoven via the departure route, 1 Charlie.
We definitely did bounce though. Definitely had a bit of a bounce there.
26, KLM 112.
KLM 172 negative. I sent you your squawk and your SID by text. Your squawk is 5626, and as I say, you'll need to readjust your microphone. Your readability is 2.
So he said.
Roger, squawk 5626, KLM 1712, and we received information. Thank you.
KLM 1712, read back correct.
Advice to 8 Yankee, request pushback and stop up.
Advice to Yankee, stand by 1 second.
So not the worst of landings, but certainly not the best. But I think considering as a visual approach, yeah, not too bad. There's a little bit all over the shop to start with, but right then, so we're going next right and then stand number 14. For some reason it seems a little bit laggy.
Yankee, stand 10, push to start is approved, face east.
Just the stand in the corner.
Enable Tower, Shuttle 9 Alpha, stand number 6, ready for push to start.
Shuttle 9 Alpha, push to start from
If
stand 6 is approved, face east.
Face east, for Shuttle 9 Alpha.
Edinburgh Tower, easy 2 on 2, ready for push to start, stop 9.
Easy 212, stand by.
So 14's off to the left.
Speedbird 1445, taxi holding point Delta 1 for runway 24 via Papa and Alpha.
Taxi holding point Delta 1 for runway 24 via Papa and Alpha, speedbird 1445.
Edinburgh Tower, Transavia 73 Juliet.
Yeah, Transavia 73 Juliet, I haven't spoken with you and you haven't received your clearance nor your pushback.
Yes, you were offline. Now I did notice you came back online now.
Okay, hold position.
Holding position, Transavia 70 Juliet.
Transavia 73 Juliet, you're cleared to Hamburg, Tala 6 Charlie departure, squawk 5605.
Clear to Hamburg, Tala 6. Can you repeat the squawk, please?
5605.
Squawk 5605, Transavia 70 Juliet.
56, Transavia 73 Juliet, correct, and the report ready for taxi.
problem at all.
Oh, parking checklist, parking brake set to 2. There you go, Swedes, what about parking checklist, engines off, wing lights are off, fuel pumps off, parking checks complete. So again guys, let's have a quick look to see what our landing rate was like. Probably not the best, I guess. I won't be surprised if so. Oh, not too bad, 261, so not too great, but not too horrific.
Just one more.
So guys, thank you very much for joining us on this short leg over from Bergen over to Edinburgh with a little bit of an eventful journey really. And then Soswell, the autopilot works right on the final approach. Anyway guys, thank you very much for joining. Cheers Lee for joining, cheers Leonardo for joining, and all the rest of you. Welcome. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to give us a like, comment, subscribe, and for the meantime, we'll see you later. Take care, bye for now.